Good morning, dear students. My name is Ferhan Mazher, and today is 10th of September 2021. Right now, I am with the ninth Cambridge class. The subject we are studying is mathematics. We call it B Maths 4024, and we are working on our course. And today we have decided to start a new chapter. The name of the chapter is Coordinate Geometry in your D3 D Maths third book D3. It's the sixth chapter. And today we are going to start solving its first exercise. So this exercise is about finding the gradient. You see, we have 3 4 words which we use. For example, we say gradient. We also use the word slope. We also sometimes say steepness. So these three words represents the same thing. Gradient. We use the word gradient, or sometimes it is represented with m, small m. So the formula for the gradient, for example, you can see if in the coordinate geometry, 2 points are given. You know the coordinates of those 2 points. Coordinates means that when you plot that point on uh, the Cartesian grid. So what is its x coordinate? What is its y coordinate? So whenever I write this ordered pair, we call this ordered pair. The first number is basically representing the x, and the second number is basically representing the y coordinate. So if you have 2 points on the coordinate, then you can find their slope. You can find the slope of the line joining these 2 points. For example, I know the gradient, I know the coordinates of the b, I know the coordinates of the a. So I can find their gradient. The line which will join them, I will find the gradient of that line. For example, you can see that here I have joined that line A and B, and I want to find out what's its gradient. One formula which you already have studied in some of your previous classes is that the gradient or the slope is equals to the rise divided by run. For example, whenever you want to find out the rise divided by run, remember this strategy is also very good, that you make a triangle. You join those 2 points by making a triangle. For example, these 2 points, I make a triangle, and this vertical is its rise, and this horizontal thing is its run. So if you divide the rise with the run, you will get the gradient. In the same way, I can show you here. I have taken 2 points. C point is 1 comma minus 4, and the D point is 4 comma minus 1. And I have shown these 2 points on the grid, and I want to find out the slope, the gradient, the steepness of the line CD. So very simple, complete this triangle, make a triangle. So this vertical thing will be the rise, and this horizontal will be the run. This rise by run will be your slope, the gradient, the M, or the steepness. So how you find the rise? Rise will be y2 minus y1. y2 minus y1. y2 means the y coordinate of the D here, and y1 means the y coordinate of the C. And the run will be x2 minus x1. x2 means the x coordinate of the D, and the x1 means the x coordinate of the C. So it's very simple. The gradient, the previous formula which you have studied in your classes is that the gradient will be equals to rise divided by run. And the gradient formula which we will be using here is, it's actually the same formula, but its shape looks a little different. The formula is famous, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. The gradient formula is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. The gradient is represented with the small m. M equals to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. M is the symbol which is used for representing the gradient. Okay. So here on your screen, you can see the question number 1 is showing up, and I can show you the question 1. Let me show you the question number 1. Here comes the question number 1. This is exercise 6A. Question number 1 is showing up on your screen. The first question is, find the gradient of the line passing through each of the following pairs of the points. So here you have A, B, C, D, E, F. There are six parts of this question, and here the 2 points are given, and they want you to find out the gradient. The 2 points are given. You see this x1, x2, sorry, x1, y1, x2, y2. So apply the formula of the gradient. The formula is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So I will apply this formula in all of them, and I will find out the gradient. Let me show you how this is done, and let me find the. Here we have the question number one. So on your screen, you can see the question number one is showing up. So first part. So here, the question number one, first part is showing up. A part, the value of the A is given. It says 0, comma 0. And then we have B point minus 2, comma 1. Gradient formula y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 equals to the y2 value is 1, y1 value is 0, x2 value is minus 2, and x1 value is 0. You just put that value in that formula. So 1 minus 0 will be 1, minus 2 minus 0 will be minus 2. So the final answer of the gradient will be minus 1 by 2. Do you understand this A part?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we are going to the next B part. I will share these slides with you. You don't need to write in your copies right now. Just try to understand. Okay. So the question number one, B part, point C is given, its coordinates are given minus 2, comma minus 3. D is 1, comma 7. They want you to find out the gradient, the line joining the C and D. Formula is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. The y2 value is 7 minus the y1 value is minus 3. So very important here. This negative is in the formula, and this minus 3 is the value of the y1. Then the x2 minus x1, the x2 value is 1, minus is in the formula, and this x1 value. So minus minus will be 3. So 7 plus 3 will be 10. 1 minus 2 will be minus 1. So basically the answer will be minus 10. Do you understand this calculation?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we are going to the next part. This is the C part coming up on your screen. E is minus 2, comma 4. F is minus 5, comma 8. The gradient will be y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. We always write this formula again and again. So this is embedded in your mind. So 8, y2 is 8, y1 is 4. So 8 minus 4 upstairs. Downstairs, the x2 value is minus 5, and the x1 value is minus 2. So here it's got little tricky because minus 5 minus is in the formula, and then this minus 2 is the value of the x1. So 8 minus 4 will be 4, minus 5 minus minus will become plus. So plus 2, so 4 divided by minus 3. So this is minus 4 by 3 is the answer. You understand?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
Hello?
sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
question number one, B part, the value, the point G, its coordinates are given minus 4, comma 7. H is 1, comma minus 8. The gradient formula is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So it will be minus 8 minus 7 divided by 1. X2 is 1 minus in the formula, and then the x1 value is minus 4. So this thing is little tricky. So you should be very careful about this, because here the negative bracket negative 4, this will become plus 4. Okay, so minus 8 minus 7 will give you minus 15 divided by 1 minus minus 4, that will be 1 plus 4, that will be 5. So minus 15 by 5, that will give you minus 3. Okay, so E part is I is minus 2, comma minus 5. J is 2, comma 6. Gradient will be y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So it will be 6 minus minus 5, 2 minus minus 2. So it will become 6 plus 5, that will be 11. 2 plus 2, it will be 4. So the 11 by 4 is, if I write it in the mixed numbers, it will be 2 whole 3 by 4. So what you say? Question number one, part E. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, question number one, F part is showing up on your screen. It says K is minus 7 comma 9, L is 6 comma 9. We want to find out the gradient of the line which joins the K and L. The formula for the gradient is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. The y2 is 9 minus x2 is y2 is also 9, so 9 minus 9, and x2 is 6 minus in the formula, and x1 value is minus 7. So 9 minus 9 will be 0, 6 minus minus will be plus, so 6 plus 7, that will be 13. 0 divided by 13 will be 0. So the gradient will be 0. Any line which is horizontal, remember that thing, okay? Any line which is horizontal, its gradient, its slope, its steepness is 0. Any line which is so this was question number 1, exercise 6a. Hopefully you have understood the formula, how I apply this, or we apply this formula. Okay, so the next question coming up on your screen will be question number 2. You can see that's showing up on your screen now. Let it come on the screen. Okay, so question number 2, the point A is here. Some points are given on the graph, and A point is 0 comma 1, B point is 7 comma 1, C point is 6 comma 0, D point is 0 comma 5, and the E point is 6 comma 4 are shown in the diagrams. Find the gradient of each of the line segments AB. We have to find out what's the gradient of the AB. We have to find out the gradient of the AE. We have to find out the gradient or the slope of the DC. We have to find out the gradient or the slope of the DE. So basically on this diagram, 1, 2, 3, 4, there are 4 questions basically on this diagram. All the questions are, you have to find out the gradient of the line. Formula is simple, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Let me show you the solution. Question number 2, we are looking for question number 2. Let me take out the question number. Okay, so here we go, the question number 2. Okay, here we have question number 2 showing up on your screen. The first question was to find the gradient of the AB. Okay, the point A is 0 comma 1, the point B is 7 comma 1. They want you to find out the gradient of the AB. The method is simple. Apply the formula, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. The y1 value is 1, the x1 value is 1. The y1 value is y2 value is 1, the y1 value is 1. So 1 minus 1 will be in the upstairs. Downstairs I will write x2 minus x1, that is 7 minus 0. 1 minus 1 is 0 and 7 minus 0 is 7. So 0 divided by 7 will give you 0. So the gradient of this AB line, the slope of this AB line will be 0. And if you look at that diagram, look at that diagram. Let me, where is that diagram? Let me take out. Oh, I don't know. Where is that? Okay, look at this diagram. In this diagram, this AB line is a horizontal line and its gradient will be 0, obviously. The lines which are horizontal, their gradient is always 0. Remember that thing. Okay. Now, here we go. The next question on question number 2 is find the gradient of AE. The coordinates of A are 0, 1. The coordinates of E are 6, 4. The formula for the gradient is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So just put those values of y2 and y1. It will be 4 minus 1. And downstairs put the value of the x2 and x1. That will be 6 minus 0. 4 minus 1 is 3. 6 minus 0 is 6. So 3 by 6 will be 1 by 2. So the gradient of the line AE will be 1 by 2. The next part, they ask you to find out the gradient of the DC line. The coordinates of the D are 0, 5. The coordinates of the C are 6, 0. The gradient of the DC formula simple is very simple. Y2 minus Y1 divided by X2 minus X1. And Y2 is 0, Y1 is 5, X2 is 6, and the X1 value is 0. Just put these values there. 0 minus 5 will be minus 5, 6 minus 0 will be 6. So your final answer will be minus 5 by 6. So the slope of the DC will be minus 5 by 6. In the same way, we have that D point. The D is 0 comma 5. The coordinates of the D point. E coordinates are 6 comma 4. The gradient of the DE will be y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Y2 is 4, y1 is 5, and x2 is 6, and the x1 is 0. So 4 minus 5 will be minus 1. 6 minus 0 will be 6. So your final answer will be minus 1 by 6. So the gradient of the DE line will be minus 1 by 6. So that was question number 2. I can hope that you have, this is question number 2. Okay, so the whole question is showing up on your screen. Beta, do you understand this question?
Yes, sir.
It's easy.
Yes, sir.
Is it easy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
So very good, very good. Now that was question number 2. We are done with this. So let's move to the next question. I know what's this. So this is the question. I have taken another photo. What space is that? Let me see. I took the same photo again. Let me bring the next question. I have taken that photo, but unfortunately, it's not showing up here. So let's see. Yeah, here we go. This. Now we will go to this is exercise 6C, D3, 6A, sorry. D3 is the name of the book, and question number 3 is we are going to solve. The question number 3 is, if the gradient of the line joining the points minus 3 comma minus 7 and 4 comma P is 3 by 5, find the value of the P. These are the two given points. Coordinates are minus 3 comma minus 7. This is the A point. The B point is 4 comma P. And the gradient is already given. They have given us the gradient will be 3 by 5. They want us to find out the value of the P. So what we will do, we will apply the formula of the gradient and we will make it equals to 3 by 5. And from there, automatically the value of the P will, we will be able to find out. So let's do it. Let me show you how this is done. This is question number 3 basically. Okay, so here we have that question number 3. So the solution of the question number 3 is showing up on your screen. The point A minus 3 comma minus 7. The point B is 4 comma P. P value is not known. The gradient of this line AB is 3 by 5. So we will apply the formula of the gradient and we will make it equals to 3 by 5. So y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 equals to 3 by 5. So y2 is P, y2 value is P, so I will write here P minus the y1 value is minus 7, so I will write in the bracket minus 7. X2 is 4 and x1 is minus 3, so 4 minus bracket minus 3 bracket close equals to 3 by 5. This minus and minus, this will make it positive. So we will have P plus 7 divided by 4 plus 3 equals to 3 by 5. So then I will cross multiply. This 5 will multiply with this, and this 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 will multiply with this 3. So you can see here I have cross multiplied it. So now you have 5 bracket P plus 7 bracket close equals to 3 bracket 7. This 4 plus 3 became 7 and then multiplied with this 3. So 5 will multiply with this bracket. So we will have 5P plus 35 equals to this 3. So multiply will be 20. This 35 will go to the other side. So you will have 5p equals to 21 minus 35. So 5p is equals to minus 14. Then p equals to this 5 will go on the other side and it will divide there. So minus 14 divided by 5, it will be minus 2 whole 4 by 5. So the p value is minus 14 by 5, or in other words, you can say this is minus 2 whole 4 by 5, or in other words, you can say it is minus 2.8. Do you understand this question?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Very good. Very good. So this was question number 3, which is showing up. The whole solution of the question number 3 is showing up on your screen. We are doing exercise 6A D3. Okay, so let's move to the next question, and the next question will be okay. The next question showing up on your screen is question number 4. He says the coordinates of A and B are the coordinates of A are 3 comma 8, 3k comma 8, and the coordinates of the B are k comma minus 3 respectively. Given that the gradient of the line segment AB is 3, find the value of the k. This question is exactly the same question which we have done, question number 3, I mean, and we just have to apply the formula of the gradient and we will make it equals to 3 because it is given that the gradient is 3. So when you apply this formula, automatically the value of the k will come out. So let's apply this. Okay. So we are done with the question numbers. Let me find question 4. Okay, here we
Sir,
go.
can we do it by ourselves?
Yes, you can do it yourself when you will. Right now, I think because I want to finish this exercise, so you can do it on yourself, by yourself, but just learn the concept and then you can practice at your home. Because
Okay,
I
sir.
want everybody to have these solutions so that because you see some of you will be able to do it, some may feel difficulty in doing this because I think that you have already done this exercise in your 8th class.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
that's okay. So very quickly we will finish this exercise so the concept is conveyed and then you can practice this at your home. Okay. So actually the actual practice should be you should be doing it yourself. I will be only telling you the formula. That's it. But I want this to be easy for everybody. Okay. So A coordinates 3k comma 8, B coordinates k comma minus 3. The gradient is already given, that's 3. So apply the formula of the gradient, that is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 equals to 3 because it is given that the gradient is 3. Just put the values, y2 is minus 3, y1 is 8, so minus 3 minus 8. The x2 value is k and the x1 value is 3k. So downstairs I will write k minus 3k. So minus 3 minus 8, it will be minus 11, k minus 3k, it will be minus 2k equals to 3. So here I will cross multiply it. So you will have minus, and this minus and minus will be cancelled. So you will have 2k into 3 equals to 11, 6k equals to 11. This 6 is multiplying on this side. Take it to the other side, it will divide there. So you will have k equals to 11 by 6. So k will be equals to 11 by 6. When I write it in the mixed form, mixed numbers, it will be 1 whole 5 by 6. So you got the value of the k. This is how this is done. Do you understand it?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's good. So we are going to the next question. Okay, the next question is question number 5, and it's showing up on your screen. The gradient of the line joining the point 9 comma a and 2a comma 1 is 2 by a, where a is not equals to 0. Find the possible values of a. So here the 2 points are given, their coordinates are given in the terms of a, and the gradient is also given, that is 2 by a. So just apply the formula of the gradient and make it equals to the given gradient, which is 2 by a. So let me show you how this is done. So we are on, oops, Question number 5 is coming up on your screen. So here we go. So hopefully you can see the question number 5. The A point is 9 comma A. The B point is 2A comma 1. The gradient is already given, that is 2 by A. So I will apply the formula of the gradient y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 equals to the given value, that is 2 by A. I will substitute the values of the y2, y1, x2, x1. So we will have 1 minus A divided by 2A minus 9 equals to 2 by A. So I will cross multiply here. So A bracket 1 minus A bracket close equals to 2 bracket 2A minus 9 bracket close. So we will have A minus A square. This A will multiply with this bracket. You will have A minus A square equals to this 2 will multiply with this bracket. You will have 4A minus 18. Bring all of them to the left side. Minus A square plus A minus 4A plus 18 equals to 0. You see, I took all the terms from the right side and brought them onto the left side. So you will have minus A square minus 3A plus 18 equals to 0. So I will take minus 1 common. When I took minus 1 common, the signs of all of them will change. So minus 1 common, bracket A square plus 3A minus 18 bracket close equal to 0. This minus go on the other side and it will divide. 0 divided by minus 1, it will give you 0. So now you have A square plus 3A minus 18 equals to 0. Here, I want to find out the value of the A. I hope that you have studied the chapter number 3, chapter number 4, chapter number 5 of D2, where they have taught you how to factorize. Here I will go with the midterm breaking. If I multiply the extreme terms, you see this extreme terms, I get 18. And here the sign is negative. So I'm looking for that pair which by multiplication will give you 18 and by subtraction will give you plus 3. So the pair will be 6 and 3. If I multiply 6 and 3, I get 18. If I subtract them, I get 3. Now, because I want 3A, positive 3A after subtraction, so I will give positive sign to 6 and negative sign to 3. So here you can see I have done the midterm breaking. The extreme terms are same, but the middle term has been broken into plus 6A minus 3A. So from the first two terms, I have taken A common, so I will have A plus 6. From the last two terms, I have taken minus 3 common, so I will have A plus 6. Then A plus 6 bracket is common. From here, I will have A. From here, I will have minus 3. Here you can see these two brackets, they are multiplying and their answer is equals to 0. That is only possible if the first bracket is 0 or the second bracket is 0 or both of them are 0. So I will make the first bracket equals to 0. A plus 6 equals to 0. A will be, this plus 6 go on the other side, it will become minus 6. So the value of the A is minus 6. And when I will make the second bracket 0, A minus 3 equals to 0. A will equals to, when this minus 3 will go on the other side, it will become positive 3. So I got two values of A. One is minus 6 and the other one is 3. So you see, when I did this question with the concept which is based on the gradient is very simple, but then you should know how to do the midterm breaking for factorization, and then how to find the value of the A by the factorization. And that concept has been taught to you in your 8th class when you studied the factorization in the D2 book. Do you understand this question?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Do you remember factorization?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that was the question number 5, and we are going to the next question. So the next question is coming up is question number 6. He says the point P, Q, and R. Now he is giving you 3 points. The P, its coordinates are 6, minus 11. The Q, its coordinates are K, minus 9. R, its coordinates are 2K, minus 3, respectively. If the gradient of the PQ is equal to the gradient of the PR, find the value of the K. So you see here the gradient of the PQ, it is a given statement that the PQ gradient is equal to the PR gradient. Okay. Very simple. I will make their gradient equal to each other and then I will solve it. So we are looking for question number. We are looking for question number 6. Okay, let me find that question first. Question number 6. Okay, here we go. So on your screen, hopefully you can see that the 3 points P, Q, and R are given. Their coordinates are also given in the terms of K. One thing which they told us in the question is the gradient of the PQ is equals to the gradient of the PR. The gradient of the PQ I can find out, that will be y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. The gradient of the PR, P and R will be involved. I just to for your understanding, I have written y2 minus y3 minus y1 divided by x3 minus x1. So the y2 here is minus 9, y1 here is minus 11, x2 here is k, x1 is 6. Y3 here is minus 3 and the y1 obviously is minus 11. X3 is 2k and the x1 is 6. I just put those values there and then we did the calculation. You see here. So it will become minus 9 plus 11 divided by k minus 6. It will be minus 3 plus 11 divided by 2k minus 6. This will give you 2 divided by k minus 6. This will give you 8 divided by k, 2k minus 6. Then you cross multiply it. You will have, they will multiply here. They will multiply with this. Okay. So we will have 8 bracket k minus 6 equals to 2 bracket 2k minus 6. So you will have here 8k minus 48 equals to 4k minus 12. So bring the terms which have k on the left side and the terms without k, take them to the right side. So you will have 8k minus 4k equals to minus 12 plus 48. So 8k minus 4k will be 4k equals to minus 12 plus 48 is 36. And this 4 is multiplying with the k, take it to the other side, it will divide on the other side. So k will be equals to 36 divided by 4 and that will be equals to 9. Okay, so the k value is 9. So that was the question. The whole of the question 6 is showing up on your screen. Do you understand this question?
Yes, sir. Sir, can we do the rest of
Yes,
by
sir.
ourselves?
Yes, sir.
The rest of the questions, actually, I wanted them to do here with me so that nobody has a issue or problem. But if you say, you see these questions, the question number 7, 8, and 9. If you want to do it yourself, you can do it yourself. Everybody
सर
wants
ये
to do
मैंने
it.
पहले भी किए हुए हैं.
So
Sir,
that's
yes.
why. So, for example, you are saying, I want to do it on yourself. Yes, that is right method to do it. But you see, we have Shaima, we have Zimal, we have Shaima. Can you do it? We have Shaima with us.
Yes, sir, I can.
Okay. And who else we have? Anybody who's brand new to the class? These
No,
questions.
sir.
Okay, let's do. Let me do the question number 8 because it has little difficult. Question number 8 has little uh, difficulty in it, and question number 9. Okay, what you say? Question 8, I think
Yes,
I can
sir.
do. Okay, let me find the question number 8. Okay, let me find question number 8. This is question 4 and 5. This is question 6 and 7. This is question number 8. So the question number 8, the 2 points are given, and the only problem with these questions is, and they are not difficult actually. If you look at the question number 8, he says the line joining the points A 2 comma t and the B 7 comma 2t square plus 7 has a gradient of 2. Find the possible values of the t. Now you see, because the gradient here, the gradients are little different the way they have been represented. So that's why I want you to show you I want to show you this question. So that everybody can do this question. So this is question number 8. So here you can see that the solution is showing up. I think I don't have to say too much. The A is 2 comma t, the B is 7 comma 2t square plus 7. The gradient is already given, that is 2. Just apply the formula, put the values. The y2 value is 2t square plus 7 minus the y1 value is t. The x2 value is 7 and the x1 value is 2. So just this you have here 2t square minus t plus 7 divided by 7 minus 2 will be 5 equals to 2. Take this 5 to the other side, it will become 2 multiply 5 will be 10. So bring this 10 to this side, so you will have 2t square minus t plus 7 minus 10 equals to 0. So then you will have 2t uh, square minus t minus 3 equal to 0. Then you multiply the extreme terms, you get 6. Then you will do the midterm breaking. So I am looking for that pair which by subtraction will give you 1, but by multiplication will give you 6. If you remember the midterm breaking, so here I found two pairs minus 3 and 2. So 2t square minus 3t plus 2t minus 3 equals to 0. So take t common from the first two. You will have 2t minus 3. Then you can take plus 1 common. You will have 2t minus 3 equals to 0. So I can take 2t minus 3 common. So 2t minus 3 bracket common. From here you will have t. From here you will have plus 1 equal to 0. So it will be 2t minus 3 equals to 0. 2t equals to this minus go to the other side, it becomes positive 3. This 2 will go and divide there. This t plus 1 equals 0, t will be equals to minus 1. So you have the two values of t. One is minus 1, the other one is 3 by 2, which means 1 whole 1 by 2. So that was question number 8. The question number 9, we have question number 9 as well. Just let me show you question number 9 real quick. Where is question number 9? Sorry. Oops. So question number 9 is, here we have question number 9. In the question number 9, let me show you one thing. Question number 9, where is that book? I lost that image again. So in the question number 9, the that is coming up on your screen. The coordinates of the vertices of a square A, B, C, D are A, B, C, and D. The coordinates are given. He says find the gradient of all the four sides of the A, B, C, D. What do you observe about the gradients of the opposite sides of a square? Very simple question. What you will do, you will find the gradient. This is a square A, B, C, D. So you will find the coordinate, the gradient of the AB, the gradient of the BC, gradient of the CD, the gradient of the DA or AD. And then what you will observe that the opposite sides have the same gradient. That is square. Okay, so let me show you just my quickly. Yeah, here we go. So I'm not going to explain it. You can see that the four points are given: A, B, C, D. Find the gradient of the AB using the A and B point. Find the gradient of the BC using the point B and C. Find the gradient of CD by using the point C and D. Find the gradient of the AD by using the point A and D. So then you will get there or gradients, and what you will observe about the gradients, you will observe that the gradient of the BC is equals to the gradient of the AD, the gradient of the AB will be equals to the gradient of the CD. So what you will observe that the gradient of the opposite sides is equals to each other. So this is how we will do question number 9. So, my dear students, that's it for today. So, we are done with the exercise 6A, D3. Hopefully, this is clear to you because most of my students have already done this exercise in their 8th class. So, they think it's too easy. But some students which are new, they might have not studied the D2 book. So, for them, or whatever was the syllabus in their 8th class, so that's why I did it the whole thing. So I think it's enough for today. So thank you very much, everybody. It was a pleasure teaching you all. So thank you very much and have a good day and